Hello, everyone, and welcome to WSMV4 Now. Marius Payton alongside my co-anchor, Miss Tracy Cornett. It's a beautiful night out there, and this weekend's going to be beautiful as well.
Absolutely. We've got a warm-up ahead. Our Lisa Spencer telling us all about that here in the coming few minutes. I think there have been a lot of people waiting. Whole lot of people. And speaking of waiting, not the kind you want to be waiting for, police response times. Certainly a conversation we're having here from Jeremy Finley's report.
Yeah, if you had an emergency, how long do you think it would take police officers to get there?
Even by the end of this newscast at 7 o'clock, right? Would you, well, let's see, I'm not even sure when the end of this is going to be, right? Because it could be more like 9:40 p.m. if you had put in a call a few minutes ago. Well, our chief investigative reporter, Jeremy Finley, reveals that year after year, the response times for Metro Police here in Nashville, Davidson County, just keeps getting longer. It's an issue.
Yeah, this is Cody Herman, and he's frustrated watching surveillance video of someone stealing his car, and he called 911.
Okay, so you make the call. How long do you expect to wait? 15, 20 minutes, he's saying. He waited an hour and 20 minutes later.
Yeah, and that's when he called the 911 back and said, hey, we're still waiting.
911 records show it would ultimately take 2 hours and 2 minutes for an officer to arrive to the scene where he called. And a WSMV4 Investigates analysis of Metro Police response times shows that Herman is not the only crime victim waiting longer now than 5 years ago.
That is a crazy story, but it's happening right here in Nashville. If you want to see that entire story that Jeremy did, and it's a good one to watch, you might want to take a look at it on WSMV4.com.
And it certainly makes sense why there's another police precinct going up, or at least in the works in Antioch, and really they're reevaluating all of them.
They're reevaluating what they do and how they do, but you also have to realize they're 170 officers short. So the most important crimes, the most significant crimes, those are the ones that the police officers are going to get to first.
That's
Code 3 crimes.
Exactly. Anyway, check that out on our app if you'd like to see that piece in its entirety. Another big story here by Brendan has been covering what was breaking news last night, right before we went on at 10 o'clock. It was a shooting around 8 o'clock in this community that doesn't get all that much crime.
No, it was at a Bellevue shopping center. I've shopped there before. I used to live out by this Kroger, and I shopped there before, and it was alarming to see that it happened right there at that shopping center. Yeah, Brendan Tierney says a 17 and an 18-year-old started shooting at each other in the parking lot of a strip mall last night.
Officers say they found both teens on the ground with multiple gunshot wounds once they got to the scene. Those two were rushed to the hospital. One died, the other is seriously injured.
And police say the shooting likely started because of drug activity. Kate Ellsworth came out to ship a package today.
She says she's going to be on alert anytime she comes to grab coffee or stop at that grocery store right there. It's a Kroger that a lot of people use. And, you know, there's a lot of families with children. She herself just had a baby. Of course, she's concerned now. Do I bring my baby out of the house again to shop with me? Yeah,
that's a serious concern. Police blocked off the entire area and searched for evidence. They found both guns, including one that was hidden inside of the Kroger.
At this point, we know that no charges have been filed. Detectives are waiting to talk with the 17-year-old when his condition improves. And our Sharon Dankwa has been on this story here tonight, talking to families, and we will find out what she has learned from witnesses there on the scene.
No, I went to the scene after our 10 o'clock show last night, and it was kind of to see all the evidence markers on the ground. There was a lot of shots fired out there.
It's alarming when it's a place that you walk in and out of. There's a liquor store, really common place to grab your wine.
Yeah, there's a pizza shop, there's a deli, there's a Mexican restaurant, a Starbucks. You know, it's just one of those homies. I used to take my clothes and clean. There's a dry cleaners there as well.
So it's that neighborhood spot that you think, what in the world is going on? And this, as far as the entire discussion, if you're not familiar with Nashville and you're watching this on our streaming service, Bellevue is just like one, it's not even a suburb. It's just kind of like an area of the town over, right? I mean, it's its own little neighborhood. Nashville's kind of a myriad neighborhoods all over the place, peppered. But this is in quite a quiet spot just west of the city.
It's where people go to live that they don't want to live downtown, but they kind of want to have that neighborhood feel to it as well.
Yeah, suburban but close and really accessible to Nashville. So it's certainly alarming to see that kind of crime coming out right there.
Now we want to talk about a story that a lot of people are talking about. This man right here, Darius
Beloved.
Rucker.
Beloved Darius Rucker,
Yeah,
country music,
yeah.
pop music, Hootie and the Blowfish.
Franklin
lead singer.
police arrested him today, and the website says that he was charged with multiple charges of simple possession or casual exchange of a controlled substance, and that's a violation of a registration law, that is.
So Rucker already posted bail. His attorney says he is cooperating with authorities. We will certainly give you the very latest on this. You know, he's really been in the spotlight a tremendous amount here in the last few months, if not, you know, really the last 5 years. He has just really hit another level of stardom. And so this is in Williamson County where they've charged him, which is, again, if you're not familiar with this area, it is quite known as the affluent suburb right outside of Nashville.
Yeah,
It
and
borders
once again, we want
Nashville.
to let you know that these are misdemeanor charges. These aren't felony charges. These are simple misdemeanor charges. He got out of jail, placed a small bail, and was out within an hour or so.